Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You made it!
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Accio! Bombarda! Revelio!
It's another
Bombarda!
one.
Defender! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Crucial! Descendo! Rependo! Arresto Memento! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Rependo! Glacius! Repulsor! Incendio!
What is going on with them?
Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos! Voipers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it
Accio.
mad.
Accio. Revelio. Descendo. Glacius. Accio.
If the Moonstone is here and so are Whoopers,
Revelio.
I wonder if it's being protected.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Why am I not surprised? First
Revelio.
the Whoopers and now this.
Accio.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Descendo. Lumos.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Descendo! Accio! Lumos!
Lumos!
Flipendo! Descendo! Bombarda! Defendo! Descendo! Flipendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Descendo! Confringo! Descendo! Depulso!
If we pull the rings and match the runes, I suspect we'll find the moths.
Lumos!
Lumos! Lumos!
Depulso! Revelio! Bombarda! Defender! Incendio! Lumos!
Lumos!
Depulso!
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Revelio! Revelio! Lumos!
Lumos!
Depulso!
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Descendo. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. Descendo. Flipendo. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Glacius. Defendo. Bombard. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Crucio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
You did it!
Glacius. Defender. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Revelio.
Ryan, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
Confringo.
Given what creepers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see
Revelio.
this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't
Revelio.
been. Assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Why didn't you tell me this before? After all our time together.
I'm sorry. I thought about it so many times, but I'm ashamed of who my family is. I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there. Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. Revelio. Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
I don't see myself doing it. What have we here? Human?
Revelio. Accio. Tracy. Defender.
The alarm.
Descendo. Arresto Malay. Descendo. Defendo.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Glacius. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Revelio. This could prove dangerous. Accio. Bombarda. Defender. Protego. Stupefy. Descendo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Descendo. Flipendo. Glacius. Defender. Revelio. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Crucio. Descendo. Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise. Revelio. Accio. Glacius. Defender. Bombarda. Protego. Descendo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Repulso. Incendio. Revelio. Descendo. Flipendo.
Who do you think you are?
Your poaching days are... Revelio. Revelio.
I will
Descendo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Defender. Bombarda.
Flexing was mortifying
I think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell him about the symbol the Mooncalves made.
Revelio. Accio. Glacius. Defender. Descendo. Flipendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
That's
Confringo. Protego.
Avoiding the problem.
Revelio. Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Revelio. Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Crime doesn't pay, but I'm practically swimming in galleons.
Revelio.
Lower Hogsfield needs some socks after our little visit.
Glacier. Defender.
Protego!
Accio.
Rookwoods don't go down easy. Confringo!
Where did I set my trap? Lower or up?
Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Glacier. Defender. Incendio. Levioso.
You're gonna regret coming in.
Accio. Allow me. Glacier. Defender. Bombarda. Electricity. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Glaciers.
Incendio! Quite conductive, aren't we? Incendio!
Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
That's not.
Confringo.
No! Cezio!
I could do this all day.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defendo.
But
Someone's going to regret trespassing.
yes. You're after the coldest
Glacius.
shit.
Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy.
No!
Revelio. Stupefy. Confringo.
Crucio.
Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
When the war is over. What's that? Still there.
What do we have here? Accio. Defender. Revelio. Goodness. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Accio. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
Who is it?
Accio. Glacius. Defendo. Bombarda. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Revelio. Revelio. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. What will we find in here? Revelio. Accio. Defender.
It's punishment to us all, whoever.
Bombarder.
Around.
Descendo.
I won't.
Potato. Well, stupid. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Descendo! Defender! Glacier! Defender! Revelio. It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Accio. Revelio. Accio. Defender. Bombarder. Descendo. Defender.
I hate that!
Repulsor. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Repulsor. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I will make you this way.
Confringo.
You won't get away with that.
One less ship, how nice of you to stop by.
Abolish Bombarda! Glacius! Accio! Repulsor! Revelio! Depulsor! Bombarda! Revelio! I wonder... Revelio! Revelio! Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? A boiler door. How to open it? Revelio! Confringo!
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Bombarda! Protego!
Not your bet. Not women and dying, are we?
Imperio! At your service. Incendio! Repulsor! Glacius! Profindo! Bombarda! Glacius! Descendo! Lupendo! Arresto momentum! Seen anything like that before? Accio! Defendo! Bombardo! Descendo! Arresto momentum! Descendo! Lupendo! Protego! I will make Descendo! Lupendo! Glacius! Defendo! Revelio. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio. Bombarda.
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. My last hope, please. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
That's a student who destroyed our drill!
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Revelio. This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Glacier. Confringo. Revelio.
Confringo!
Potato! Stupefy!
Just finished the job.
Descendo! Propendo! Propendo! Arresto Momentum! Descendo!
Marvelous strike!
Propendo!
I don't like this!
Now, this is big.
Accio! Glacius! Defendo! Potato! Bombarda! Descendo! Propendo!
Let's see you
Arresto
survive
Momentum!
the heat.
The beasts are safer now. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Depulso. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Bombarda. Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why, or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the Snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers, the poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the Snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events: the cave with the moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business.
High Wing! Go! Knowing the meat, he's likely studied here.
Revelio.
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalfs made at the henge. Of course Doran implied as much, but to see it up there...
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow
I hope we
stumble
haven't
upon
kept
this
you
place,
waiting long,
they
Doran.
should be long gone.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
Accio.
I wonder if the pillars move at all.
Accio.
Revelio. Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Accio. Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Accio.
That did it! Look, Doran, a doorway!
I suspect we all know the light of that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave.
Revelio.
Look at the murals on the wall. They're all creatures. This place must have been built to protect them. They had nothing to fear.
What makes you say that?
The poacher camps always felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but the feeling was palpable. At least to me. The sense I get here is of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Confringo!
I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how...
Glacius! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Revelio. Repulsor. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius.
ever.
Little puppy squeaking.
What was that?
Not Doran, that's for certain. Defender! Bombarda!
I'll pick your pockets up here today.
Potato!
Everyone gets double finish what the stuff.
Descender!
I won't let that happen again.
Incendio! How does that
You will.
Potato! Descender! Flipendo! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Bombarda!
Ready your wands. The fight is only just.
Accio! Glacius! Incendia! Bombarda!
Used to be quicker!
Arresto Potato! Flipendo! Descender! Repulsor! Incendio! Leviosa!
You will not. This is enough. I'd say a little pruning is.
Depulso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Hidalgo! Crucial!
Time to tease!
Glacius! Defender! Bombarda! Descender! Rependo! Arresto Momentum! Rependo! Descender! Rependo! I think that was all of them.
Are the two of you unharmed? I had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did, I led them here, Doran.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed this. I now believe all that Doran told me.
They are the ones I saw, Alec.
Finish your work.
There they are. Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to... I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that. You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
If it's all right, Doran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the Snidgets.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio.
It's you!
Revelio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
I don't know, Gareth. Secret passage to a cellar. Sounds like it's off limits.
Not at all. It's a perfectly legitimate secret passage. I'd use it if I could. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed, trust me.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Perhaps I'll come back to this.
Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
now!
Incendio. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the leak.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim! Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio. Mine now, demiguise.
Eyes on me, musicians!
This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Descendium. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though. Reparo. Revelio. That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Incendio! Trap. How am I supposed to get out of here? Incendio! Revelio! I'm going to have to get past this. Revelio. Reparo. Flipendo. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Incendio. One more to go and I'll make it across. Leviosa! Something is getting in the way of that platform. Revelio. Repulsor! Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Aha, got it. Revelio. This must be the way. I need to find a way to open that gate. Incendio. Something smells sweet. Must... Revelio. Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well, hello there. Come in, look around. If you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly escapades. Unusual girl. Still, it takes all sorts. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Expelliarmus, Confringo, Glacius, Defender, Bombarda, Depulso, Incendio, Levioso, Descendo, Rependo, Arresto Momentum, Glacius, Defender, Bombarda, Depulso, Levioso, Incendio, Descendo, Rependo, Arresto Momentum, Glacius, Bombarda, Defender, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Depulso, Incendio. Aloha Mora. I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back.
thank you for protecting our food.
Mine now, demi-guys. Professor, do you have a moment?
I do?
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Revelio.
Oh, hello. Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Incendio!
Somebody! Help! I've been kidnapped!
Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
Aloha, Mora. I was wondering when I'd see you again.
What will I do without her?
I should have known Harlow had met his match the day of the troll attack in Hogsmeade. The village owes you a great debt for ridding us of that monster. And I mean Harlow.
Aloha Mora.
I'll fix it.
Aloha Mora.
Hello there. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time. I've heard that our dear Clementine drew you into her butterfly.
I beg your pardon.
Aloha Mora.
Mine now, demi-guys.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.